What's up guys, MMAGAME here, bringing you another video. This video is going to be a new series I'm doing called The Title Chase, where I pick a fighter and start off in the ranked championships mode, and I go through and try to start at the very bottom with no wins, and then work my way up to be a title contender, and then eventually go for the title. And in the first episode of this series, I am using Bobby Green, and throughout this series, I speed up a lot of the fights, and then try to slow down on the parts that are of more importance. But basically, like, a lot of these fights, I don't want the videos to be like crazy long, so I'm gonna have to edit them down to get them to be within, you know, like a reasonable limit. Like under 20 minutes, I don't really want them to go over. Let me know what you guys think, if you want longer videos or shorter videos. But right there, I knock him down with Bobby Green. I will get into more about Bobby Green a little bit later. I just want to first go over the series and stuff. So basically, if you guys have anyone you want me to use, I will try anyone. But it's not always guaranteed that I'll actually make it. So I don't know if I lose a fight. I think I might actually lose a fight in this video, but I kept it in there. But I don't know if I lose a fight, it should basically be over, or if I should keep trying to go for the title. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But yeah, it'd be awesome to go undefeated, but I might not be able to do that. But in this fight, it's against Stephen Thompson. I don't know if I get the finish here or actually get the decision win. But yeah, the thing with Bobby Green is, the one thing you have to do with him is you have to really conserve his stamina, because if you, like, he is good and he has good boxing and good stand-up, but if you just throw too much stuff and miss early on, it's going to be really hard to beat a lot of people who know how to, you know, conserve their stamina. But on the flip side of that, if you are able to conserve his stamina and make it into those, you know, later rounds with his boxing, it can be really deadly, especially to people who have a little bit lower stamina, and, you know, they're not really ready to defend all the strikes. But he lands a huge spinning kick on me right there. That was just lethal. I'm able to somehow survive, get to mount, but as you can see, he just stays on top of me for the a long part of that round. We get back to the feet, and I am looking to probably, I don't know why I went for the clinch right there. This is a while ago. I was basically testing Bobby Green. A really good thing to do is, I suggest doing this, because sometimes I don't think a lot of people give a lot of fighters a chance, and you don't really take the time to learn a lot of the fighters, because you might have like a really good fighter that you just started using, or you used from the last game, and so you kind of already knew him, so you didn't really need to put much time into it. But I find a lot of times, if you just take the time and practice with the fighters, you can get a lot. It's a lot more fun to use them, and you don't have to try anything else out. So it's pretty easy to just practice with them better. But look at that beautiful roll to the back. That was awesome. I definitely want to include that in the video, but I was able to shake him off right there off the back. And coming to the end of round 2, Anthony Pettis versus Bobby Green. Let me know if you guys have used Bobby Green in the comments, and what was your experience with him. This is the last round of this first fight here on the new series. If you guys want to see more of this series, hit that like button. But I rock him right there and pushing him back into the fence. He's taking tons of damage. He's backing up, chasing him down with Bobby Green. This is where he's good, up against the fence, gets the knockout. Oh, that wasn't even a knockout. He still survives, but look at that. Just jump into guard and finish him right off there. Man, boo! I love this celebration from Bobby Green. Check out that uppercut. Lights out, Anthony Pettis. And we are moving on to the next fight. 1-0 for Bobby Green. Next fight, this is something that you will see a lot of. It is Khabib, a very, very popular fighter in the game. he is probably the best grappler in the game, like straight up. I mean, I think he is one of the best fighters in the game, period. I mean, because his striking is good. He has a good leg kick. His punches are quick. So he's very usable on the feet. And then his ground game is just like not even fair sometimes. And then when you combine that with his throws and everything like that, and even he has pretty good submissions as well, I believe. So, I mean, this guy is just a monster in the game. His takedowns are insane. He has throws from like tons of different positions in the clinch and stuff. So he's just an all-around monster in the game. But this fight, it might have actually went to decision, so I sped quite a bit of it up. Again, right there, he gets a huge slam on me, puts me in crucifix. Man, that is actually something that, I don't know. You can deny that crucifix transition, but I would actually like to be able to reverse that crucifix transition. If you guys know what I'm talking about, when they're on top, or when you're on top of someone in side control and you go to move into side saddle or crucifix, I think that should be able to be reversed from the player on bottom, because a lot of guys, what they've been doing is they just get into that and then instantly transition to that side saddle position, where it's just a lot better, and then from there you don't have as many escapes as the side control, so it's obviously a better position. But he gets some big damage done right there. I'm backing him up. I believe I might be able to finish him. I don't remember if I actually finish him, but he's able to survive, puts me in a clinch, and survives the round. So I almost finished him right there in that round. And he comes out for round number 2. Bobby Green. If you notice, I'm actually conserving my stamina pretty well. I'm trying to conserve my stamina as much as I possibly can. And that's how you want to use Bobby Green. You want to really, really pick your shots and go really slow. And just like every shot you throw, make sure it's like a target that you see that you're trying to hit. And yeah, I got some other tip videos. Basically, I have an idea of like just little strategy type videos I want to start to do, different things basically to help you guys get better and stuff like that. So if you guys have any ideas or tips or stuff like that you would want me to, if you have a good technique or any kind of little trick that is you want me to make a video about, like a quick tip or something, then you know, just let me know in the comments, guys, because I'm open to all the suggestions for videos, any kind of videos you guys want to see. But in this round right here, we're basically trading shots, but he lands a big shot on me that did not actually rock me, but that did do some serious damage. But if you notice, this guy's backing up a lot. He's letting me dictate like the center of the octagon. And I did hear from someone as I rock him with that kick, and he's in big trouble. Bobby Green, see that guy? That was just all patience right there. You know, I just let him throw a lot. That's what you want to do too with Bobby Green. You just want to let them throw a bunch of punches. Just try to make them miss, and then you just pick your shots and don't miss, and you will do good with Bobby Green. Boom, right there you see. On to the next fight. This is versus RDA, and I'm totally speeding things up here. I think this might have been a decision fight, or maybe, I don't know, I might have actually lost this fight. I'm not sure, but this is just super fast. So there's round 1. We are hopping straight into round 2, just flying through this fight. And yeah, as you can see, it's really not, I mean, we're striking, we're playing the game, we're going back and forth, but there's not a lot of significant things done. But I think I actually knocked him down right there. So yeah, I should have probably slowed that down right there. So that might have been an editing mistake, but we are continuing to keep rolling. I think the fight ultimately does just go to decision, as you'll see, putting each other up against the fence. Yeah, it goes to a decision, and I actually lost the decision. So, going into the next fight, I actually kept this one going. Let me know if you think that the series should end if I do lose, and that should just be it, because I could do it like that, but just let me know what you guys think, and whatever we agree on in the comments, and what it seems like everyone wants, then I'll just go with that. So, Here we go in, this is not the same guy, this is actually someone else who picked RDA for this next fight, and this might be a decision too, honestly. So we're going back and forth. You can kind of see basically the gist of what's going on. I land a little combo here, getting some damage done. I rock him, back him up. RDA's hurt, Bobby Green, but look at that, I'm just so patient. I love Bobby Green's stance. Put him up into the clinch in the very dangerous position, even after the patch. Very dangerous, especially if you're hurt up against that fence with someone who knows what they're doing. It is still very powerful. But I believe that the patch ultimately has made this game way better. So much less cheese. I really think that it was a great patch. I think there's still a few issues. Certain positions need to be changed, but there's really not much. It's really just like that back. The back sitting position is like basically broke. I think at this point, if you master it, it's really easy to just hold there. So that's like one of the only things that I think they might need to change. But this fight actually just went to a decision as well, but I actually get the decision win. So we're going on to the next fight. Again, it is Khabib, and we are going to see how this one goes. If he's able to get me down. I've noticed a lot of Khabib players actually don't always try to take you down. Some of them just try to brawl with you, which is actually really not what you want to do with Khabib. Like if you pick Khabib, you usually want to always try to work that ground game, because you have such an advantage in that department. And if you're able to get on top, I mean, it is really hard to deal with Khabib on top. Even if you're a good player, like, you might be able to survive and stuff, but if a good player has Khabib and he's on top of you, it's really a difficult thing to deal with, mainly because of the stats. And he gets me in a danger position right here. He's taking my back, but I managed to not get slammed. I get the takedown on him, actually, but there's a position I was talking about, that back position right there. But yeah, this round is basically, he did get on top of me, a lot of groundwork. I just sped it up. Back and forth. This series isn't really meant to show the full fight. It's just sort of meant to like talk about the fighter, the strengths of the fighter, if he could compete with the other online ranked players and stuff like that. So basically, I'm looking to find some hidden gems and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys know any requests basically for this series where you want me to try to go get a belt after losing the belt. Then just let me know what fighters you guys want to see me use. And one of the fighters I've used recently was actually Nick Lentz. I just used him like one time in a fight, but he actually felt pretty good. And see, some people, I think if they play one fight with the fighter and they get a loss with the fighter, they're like, no, I'm never using him again. I was kind of like that with Gunnar Nelson and some other fighters, but you just got to give him a chance. You got to maybe take a couple losses with him and then start to warm up to him. That way you can really get used to some of these fighters, because it can, and then you see how it's sort of like the people don't really give other fighters a chance. Even though they might compete, everyone kind of just picks the same fighters because they see who everyone else is picking, and then everyone just kind of picks those same fighters. So I love it when I see people pick different type of fighters, and when you get those type of fights on ranked, it's just a lot more fun. But I get the takedown right there at the end of round number 2, get to mount, get the back, and eventually get up to our feet and end round number 2. Getting close to that title. Look how busted up Khabib is. Whew, that does not look like fun. Round number 3. Title chase. Bobby Green. Let's go. I don't know. This is a pretty just average fight. Honestly, I'll just talk about my experience with the game lately. I actually am getting better at the game. And let me know if you guys are getting better at the game. Honestly, because I'm a slow learner with these games, straight up. It's been the same with every game. Like, the first patch when the game comes out, I usually take quite a few losses, and that has not been different in this game. It just takes me a while to learn the game. And it's not really just like, boom! Oh, out of nowhere! I will get back to what I was saying, but look at that uppercut. Oh my gosh, that's the power of Bobby Green. This is it, boys. It is championship fight time. Dos Anjos versus Bobby Green for the title. But as I was saying, you know, it just takes me longer to learn the games. But basically, I'm learning how other people like react and how other people play. And then that dictates how I have to play in order to beat them. Because I don't just sort of like to, you know, if I fight like a full pressure fighter, you can beat some fighters like that. But usually the better fighters, you can't really just pressure fight them. You sort of have to do other stuff. But look at that. He knocks me down early with the Muay Thai cheese. No, there's no real cheese in the Muay Thai anymore. But we're able to get back to the feet and get toward the end of the round. Round number 2. This is the championship fight, make it or break it. As you can see, he has the title shorts on, so that means he already has the title and he's defending it. And man, I'm loving title fights. I went on a streak recently with, I believe, Edson Barbosa. The other day, I went on a title streak and that I've never went on before. Usually when I get a title, I really don't keep it that long, honestly, because I don't like to use a fighter like the best fighters. But I got really good with Edson Barbosa. I've been practicing with him, so I was able to defend the belt. And man, I love the 5-round fights so much more than the 3-round fights. That's why I like having the title. But for this series, I have to lose the title and then get it with someone else, so I don't mind that. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think of the title fights, 5-round fights or 3-round fights. Which one do you guys like better? And also, like, which ones do you get more wins with? But he knocks me down again right here in round number 3. My head is actually super red, and I'm able to survive right here. I probably should have slowed that down a little bit, but basically I was just in the clinch. I managed to get on top and managed to actually go for that submission attempt. Now, that submission attempt wasn't actually to try to finish the fight, but if I could, I would have, but it was actually also meant to, like, let my head recover a little bit. So that way it just like puts more time. Anytime you can like put them in a position where they can't hit your head, you can let your head like regain health in submission. So if you guys didn't know that, then it's definitely a good option to use, especially if you're hurt and get taken down. It's a very good option to do that. But this is round number 4. Get back to the ground. Man, I mean, this guy was really actually beating me up in these rounds, honestly. I'm pretty sure I'm losing these rounds. I do get on top some of it, but I'm pretty sure I'm losing the fight going into this 5th round right here. So this is basically for all the marbles. Round 5, a whole title series. I did take one L on a decision, and boom! Right there, Bobby Green shows his power with the combos and gets a crazy knockdown right there. Pounds him out. Let's go, Bobby Green. That is the beauty. That is his strength. If you can make it into those late rounds, land a combo, finish it, that is what you want to do, guys. That is the new series. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this series, make sure to hit that like button. Tell all your friends, share it on Twitter, Facebook, anything you guys want to do. Follow me on twitch.tv and Twitter. Till next time, this has been MMA Game. Peace.